going to be a big guy.
Big fella, yes. You've got the $50 and a chance to pick a category now. And these are the categories that we're playing for in round one. Take a look, couples, if you would, please. Here they come. TV sex, etiquette lesson, Miss Lillian says, and at the amusement park. Which category do you want?
TV sex.
It's all right, you want to have lots of kids. I forgot. What's so funny?
I guess you learn on television, right?
You do? I watched I Love Lucy for 25 years. I didn't learn a thing. Here we go. Opinion Research Corporation asked viewers about the programming found on the 3 television networks. Which network was judged to have the most sexually oriented shows? Was it ABC, CBS, or NBC?
I'm going to say ABC.
ABC is your answer? All right, I'll remind each couple they have a chance to challenge twice in the first round. These are your challenge cards. I'll hand them to you and to you. And do you wish to challenge their answer? They say ABC. Do you want to challenge?
No, we don't.
Not going to challenge. For $100, here we go. The network that was judged to have the most sexually oriented shows was ABC, right? The $100 comes over here, and Candy and Peter, you now have $150. We're going to pause for these words. We'll be right back with the rest of round one on Greenhouse right after this. Don't go away.
If you're like me and can't take strong laxatives, come and discover one so gentle, so comfortable. It's like giving nature just a gentle nudge. Extra Gentle X-Lax, the name says it all. A mild-acting laxative plus a softener, the one doctors recommend. Both in one little Extra Gentle X-Lax pill. So relief is extra gentle and overnight. Regular Gentle X-Lax and Extra Gentle X-Lax. It's like giving nature just a gentle nudge. I like that.
Are you still smoking? Now, if you really want to, you can break the cigarette habit. And Bantron can help. Bantron Smoking Deterrent Tablets. With the first Bantron tablet, you set in motion a process that curbs your urge to smoke, helps ease your craving for nicotine. The more you want to stop smoking, the more Bantron will help you break the habit. Bantron tablets. Start today and use only as directed.
Welcome back to Greenhouse. Our returning champions trying to win their 5th game today. Yet to win any dollars in round one, but there's lots of time. And our new challengers have $150, Candy and Peter French. But as I said, we have 3 categories remaining, still lots of time, so let's go right on and finish round one. True or false? Actor Anthony Quinn is allergic to Greek food. True or false, Rob? True. No, it's false, Rob. It's false. That means that $50 comes over to you. You can now have $200 and pick another category. These are the remaining categories. Etiquette lesson, Miss Lilligan says, at the amusement park.
We'll take etiquette lesson.
Etiquette lesson.
Okay.
Good question. Interesting, too. Etiquette expert Emily Post says it's an absolute never-to-be-broken rule. You should never do this at your table in a restaurant. Never do what? Comb your hair, blow your nose, or slip off your shoes?
Comb your hair.
Comb your hair.
You say it's what?
Comb your hair.
Comb your hair. Let's see if they want to challenge. How about it? Want to challenge Sharon and Rob?
No, I don't believe so.
Not going to challenge that one. That's what Emily says. At your table in a restaurant, you should never comb your hair. You're right, another $100. However, I'm not too fond of sitting in a restaurant with someone that blows their nose. Gosh. True or false? The best-selling diet drink in America is Diet Coke. True or false, Rob? False. No, it's true. It's true. Coke pushed it to the top by cutting back on sales of tabs, so that's a true statement. You've got $350, and now these are the categories that are remaining in round one. Which one?
At the amusement park.
At the amusement park. Good. Does he ever make a decision?
I try to avoid it. I made one right here.
Oh, that was a decision. Good decision, though. Yes. At least there's one thing you have a 50-50 say in, isn't there?
And I can do that.
Yeah, you can. I don't care. You should be on that other network if you're going to talk like that. Here we go. At the amusement park, the Six Flags Magic Mountain Amusement Park in Valencia, California has opened a new attraction geared for the 1980s. Is it a solar-powered roller coaster, a simulated space shuttle ride, or a computer center?
Shuttle ride, I think. The shuttle ride.
You say it's the shuttle ride. Let's see if they wish to challenge. How about it? You want to challenge that answer?
Yes, we will.
Good challenge. I'll take your challenge card and your answer, please.
Computer center.
Computer center and shuttle ride. For $100, the new attraction is a computer center. Our champions now have $100. Okay, 100 for the Matthews, 350 for the French. Here we go. One toss-up question. One category remains in round one. True or false? A poll in Rolling Stone magazine has found that the musicians who are the best kissers are trumpet players. True or false, Candy?
False.
Yeah, that's false. I mean, they didn't take a poll. Did you see them taking a poll of musicians and trying to kiss them to see if they're trumpet players have private tutors? Did you know that? No. I just thought I'd throw that in. It's my show. I can say what I want. One category remains. Miss Lillian says, here it is. What was former First Mother Lillian Carter talking about when she said this? I tried it once and it didn't agree with me. Was she talking about drinking Billy beer, smoking, or chewing tobacco?
What do you think?
Smoking, probably.
Okay, we'll go with smoking.
The answer is smoking. Once again, let's see if they want a challenge. You have one challenge left in this round.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
Take your last challenge card and your answer.
Drinking Billy beer.
Drinking Billy beer. Miss Lillian was talking about drinking Billy beer. The challenge works again. That's the end of round one. $200 for the Matthews, $400 for Candy and Peter. You've just won round one. And take a look at what you've won.
From Candy and Peter for fun in your party room, you've just won Quasar's new 13-inch portable television. Features custom-matic tuning and super color system furnished by Quasar. And Activision's newest games, Keystone Capers and Pack-a-Pack plus Sequest, River Raid, Megamania, Pitfall, Star Master, Chopper Command, and a unit for playing. Home entertainment furnished by Activision. It's a total retail value of $716, and it is all yours on Dreamhouse.
You're off to a pretty nice start. We'll be back in just a moment for round two. That's when the dollars can double. One of our couples will win the game, some cash, and a chance to win their fabulous dream house. That takes place right after these words. Don't go away.
Hello, Gene. Sorry to call so late, but I'm worried about Mike. I don't like the sound of his cough. It's very congested. Formula 44D? Thanks.
Take strength from this. Vicks Formula 44D is now twice as strong to loosen worrisome chest congestion. It also quiets coughing and helps drain nasal congestion. And it's the only leading formula that can do all that.
See, honey, nothing to worry about.
Vicks Formula 44D, made stronger to take the worry out of congested coughs.
Hey, John Edwards, you're treating that puppy like a dog. Robin Land, don't treat your puppy like a dog. Kit Miller, are you treating your puppy like a dog?
Oh, no. Dog food is for dogs. My puppy gets puppy food. Puppy Chow brand puppy food. I know puppies need more nutrition, and Purina Puppy Chow has it.
Good for you, Kit Miller.
No, good for him.
Don't treat your puppy like a dog.
No, no, no.
Give him Puppy Chow.
Taking S-curves at 100 miles an hour doesn't scare me in the least. But the thought of cleaning my couch sends my heart racing. I know it's really dirty, but I'm afraid of ruining it. So my neighbor suggested I try Woolite upholstery cleaner. She said it was safe for practically anything. Must be. Woolite's the name I trust for my sweaters. Wow, it's clean. For now, Woolite upholstery cleaner takes the fear out of cleaning your couch.
Up to now, frozen dinners had a place in every home, but it wasn't the dining room. But now there are dinner classics from Armour. Complete meals like tender sirloin tips in mushroom sauce, scalloped potatoes, and crisp Italian vegetables.
Harold, tonight we're eating in the dining room.
Dinner classics from Armour. Frozen dinners so good they belong in the dining room.
So, this is the dining room.
Welcome back to Dreamhouse. Now, our returning champions, Sharon and Rob Matthews, are trying to win their fifth game. They know if they win 6 days in a row, the house is automatically theirs. They have $200. Our new challengers, the Frenches, Peter and Candy, have $400. They're trying to win their first game. And in round two, we give our couples a chance to double their dollars in one of these categories. And these are the categories we're playing for in our second round. Here they come. Sting Operation, Castro's Career, Top of the Charts, and The Working Woman. And once again, each couple has the opportunity of challenging twice. Those are your challenge cards. Ready to play? Here we go. True or false for $50. In an interview with Playgirl magazine, actress Victoria Principal actually said she owed her success to her great body. True or false? Rob?
True.
No, it's false. That's false. She didn't say that. That means again. The $50 is on your side, and those are the categories. Which one do you want?
The working woman?
Okay, go
The
for it.
working
Yeah.
The working woman. Fine. Here's the question. Remember, you can double your dollars in one of the categories. According to the latest information from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, what is the percentage of women in this country who work nowadays? Let me ask you, would you like to double your dollars or not?
No.
Not going to do it. All right. What percentage of women in this country who work nowadays? Is it just over 25% of the women, just over 33% of the women, or just over 50% of the women?
I think it's over 50. I think it's more like 50.
Over
yeah.
50%.
Over 50% is your answer? Let's see if they wish to challenge. How about it, Matthews? You want to challenge that answer?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, this is for $100. The percentage of women in this country who work nowadays is just over 50% of the women. You're right over here, Candy and Peter. You now have $550. True or false? Here we go again. Marine biologists at SeaWorld have discovered that porpoises can tell each other jokes. True or false?
False.
Peter? Pardon me?
False.
False is a correct answer. Yes, again, you get the $50. You now have $600. Pick a category.
Top of the chart.
The top of the charts. Again, neither couple has used their double dollar category. According to Billboard magazine, what pop single was #1 on the charts for the longest time ever? Again, I'll ask you, double your bucks or not?
No.
Okay.
Not going to do it. Okay, what pop single was #1 on the charts for the longest time ever? Was it Don't Be Cruel by Elvis Presley, You Light Up My Life by Debbie Boone, or Physical by Olivia Newton-John?
Light up my life?
You light up my life.
Okay.
Light Up My
Yeah.
Life. Let's see if they want to challenge this time. For $100, you want to challenge?
I think we will.
Okay, there goes your first challenge in round 2. Your answer?
Don't Be Cruel by Elvis Presley.
Don't Be Cruel by Elvis Presley. You Light Up My Life by Debbie Boone. For $100, the pop single that was #1, the longest, was Don't Be Cruel by Elvis Presley. The challenge worked, and now the Matthews have $300. Okay, there's still 2 categories left. Neither couple has used their double dollar. Toss-up question, true or false. According to the book, Sex and the Married Woman, 1 out of every 10 women has made love while riding on public transportation. True or false, Rob?
False.
No, that's true. Wait, boy, when you get on the ORTD bus, you got to be careful these days. Yeah. 1 out of 10 women has made love while riding on public transportation.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm not. Okay, that means they get it wrong. You get the money, $650. Pick a category.
Let's go with sting operation.
Okay, sting operation. Though bees have the bad reputation, it is actually another kind of stinging insect that accounts for about 80% of the stings in this country every year. What insect is it? Now, again, I'll ask you, double your bucks or not?
I don't think so.
Not going to do it. All right, what insect is it that accounts for about 80% of the stings in this country every year? Is it hornets, wasps, or yellow jackets? 80% of the stings every year. Answer, please.
Hornets. Is hornets?
I think wasps.
Okay.
What's your answer?
Wasp.
Wasp.
Wasp is your answer. Again, I'll ask if you want to challenge. You have 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, we'll challenge.
Going to challenge. Your answer?
Hornets.
Hornets and wasps. Tough word for me to say. The insect that accounts for 80% of the stings every year is the yellow jackets. Little suckers will get you, boy. I won't even tell you where I got stung. Oops, the thread off my new jacket. True or false? According to a recent hospital survey, on their bill, 78% of all patients are overcharged. True or false, Rob?
True.
That is true, Rob. Yes, you got that one right. Now, you have $350. There is 1 remaining category. The category is Castro's career. Here's the question. Before Fidel Castro led the revolution in Cuba, he worked at a real job, just like everybody else. What did Castro do for a living? Double your bucks or not?
Yes.
Okay, for double the dollars, what did Castro do for a living? Was he a farmer, a lawyer, or a history teacher?
What do you think, Rob?
I think it's a farmer.
Okay.
Answer?
What do you want to do?
I said okay.
Okay, farmer.
Farmer is your answer. Let's see if they wish to challenge. You want to challenge that one, Peter and Candy, for double the dollars?
Yeah, we'll challenge.
Your answer, please.
Let's go with history teacher.
History teacher and a farmer. Fidel Castro was a lawyer. No one wins any money. That's the end of the game. We've got new champions, Candy and Peter French, with $650. You just won your first game. Congratulations to you. It was a rough day, wasn't it? You did wonderfully, though. I mean, you add a few more bucks today. You end up with $24,500 in cash and prizes. Thanks for being with us. You're a nice couple. We'll see you again. All right, new champions, take a look at the room you've just won. Here it is.
It's a Dream House Halloween party room. Starting with a terrific game table for party fun. Yes, it's solid wood antique, game table in the Queen Anne style with coordinating genuine suede chairs, compliments of Dream House. Next, Pressman's fun and challenging family games, including fascinating toys and games designed for long-lasting appeal, furnished by Pressman. And when you have that party you've been thinking about, you'll be able to serve your friends at the stunning bar, featuring solid oak wood construction and beautiful brass rail accents, compliments of Dream House. Next, you may liven up your party with some tunes on Electronic Sports Collection's The Touchdown Pack. 25-watt music system, AM/FM tuner, turntable side-by-side cassette, and high-speed dubbing, furnished by ESC. And you could make and serve your refreshments with this, an assortment of West Bend appliances, including an electric Oriental wok, an electric skillet, and stir-crazy automatic Carmel corn maker, furnished by the West Bend Company. Next, for those trick-or-treaters on Halloween, Brock Candy Company's assortment of fine candies, including cream pumpkins, corn candy, chocolates, mints, and hard candies, furnished by Brock Candy Company. To complete your party room, get a rousing game going on Ebonite soccer table, featuring solid steel-plated tads and high-impact playfield. Includes professionally styled soccer men set in a 14-inch deep cabinet and a butcher block finish, furnished by Ebonite Recreational Products. It's a Dream House party room worth $5,057 at the Halloween to all.
This is kind of a weird kind of a day. Want to see me do some magic?
I'd love to.
I am going to make a game show host appear. Now, you just look carefully into my little crystal ball here, and I will... Or Brigadier General?
Major General.
It's Brigadier General. I'm sorry you only got one of the three, but that's okay. Now it's time to try for the winning combination. As you know, it takes a three-number combination to open the golden doors. The first number is either the 4, the 9, the 8, or the 3. Which one do you think it is? Second number, the 3, the 7, or the 4. Finally, the third number, the 5, the 2, the 6, or the 1. Okay. There it is, your combination 875 has now been locked into our security system. It cannot be changed. And now it's time to press the time release bar. If the golden doors light up and open, you will have won your dream house on your first day. Good luck to you. Sharon and Rob Matthews, push the time release bar. No, it wasn't 875. Could we reset the lock, please? Let's see how close you came today. 875 is what you chose. You missed it by one number, folks. It was the 8. It was the 7, not the 5. We needed the 6 had you chosen those 3. The doors would have lit up and opened. You would have won your house today. You'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be back in just a moment to add up their winnings.
We get a kick out of legs, and it shows. From our heads to our toes, our legs pantyhose make us feel great each step we take. And it shows in our smile that legs fit our style. We get a kick out of legs, and it shows. Nothing beats a great pair of legs. If you're pouring Kellogg's Corn Flakes, you've earned a special place on the front of America's favorite cereal. Sit down to a familiar face, the face of a Kellogg Corn Flake lover, the face of America too. When you sit down to America's favorite cereal, the face on the package is you. So sit down to a familiar face.
Welcome back. Now, Rob and Sharon Matthews, our new champions, won over $5,600 in cash and prizes on their first day. Isn't this fun? They'll be back tomorrow to meet a new couple and try to do it all over again. And by the way, I'd like to remind everybody that we want to say thanks to all of our viewers. We have some very special shows planned for you in the month of November. During November, celebrities will be helping our couples to win dream houses. And then our special shows will also include teenagers and parents all teamed up to try to win their dream house. That all takes place in the month of November. We must go now. We'll be back tomorrow to meet a new couple, and our champions, the Matthews, will be back too. Until then, I'm Bob Eubanks for Debbie Bartlett, Johnny Gilbert, and the whole Dream House gang saying that the welcome mat is always out for you to join us on Dream House. Bye-bye, everybody.
Howdy, Starting Greenhouse couples will receive the following. Introducing Ragu's Pizza Quick Complete Kit for Pizza. Everything you need for pizzeria. Good pizza at home. Just open a box of Pizza Quick Kit and open your own pizzeria. Pollenex Smoke Grabber. No smoke ashtray automatically helps trap smoke from idling cigarettes or cigars on ashtrays. Furnished by Pollenex. And Silverstone on Steel, the bakeware for easier food removal. Faster cleanup, better look. Silverstone on Steel by Bake King, the crowning touch on bakeware today.
Go for the fun, go for the action, go for the laughs on the great new game show that has the whole country talking. Don't miss Go next. Tomorrow morning on Today, meet jazz great Mel Torme. Be there.
Greenhouse is a Group W Don Reed production. This is Johnny Gilbert speaking.
Sunday, it's a superstar reunion, Emmy Award-winning musical special. 2 blockbuster hours of Motown stars singing their biggest hits. Sunday. Your 2 favorite game shows are back in one great daytime hour. It's the all-new Match Game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Weekdays premiering Monday on NBC.
I never thought I could lose it. Each year it seemed I got more overweight, not less. Before I went to the Norwel Centers, I seemed to have confidence in myself. But now that I've lost the weight, I really do have confidence in myself. Well, you know, it's scary to become a prom queen at age 33 after being overweight all my life.
Quit putting it off. Lose your excess weight now and save 50%. Call 366-6666. That's 366-6666.
She's got the style. Streaks and tips. He's got the style. Streaks and tips. Fluorescent hair color from Nestle to you. Spray it on, shampoo out. It's easy to do. For Halloween, spray it with your moon or a Cat 7 super glowing colors. Make it easy as that. No bleach, no dye to make you cry. Spray it on, wash it off in a blink of an eye. Nestle Streaks and Tips will make you smile. Pick it up, spray it on, and get the style. Streaks and Tips by Nestle.
Your house may be trying to tell you something.
I'm ugly. I need siding.
I'm drafty. You're wasting money.
I'm peeling. Call LAS.
LAS can save you money with vinyl-coated aluminum siding and overhang gutters and insulated windows. For guaranteed quality and service, listen to your house and call LAS now for a free digital watch with your free estimate.
Thanks. Call LAS today, 887-1515.
This is WDSU-TV 6, New Orleans.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program to bring you an NBC News Report. Grenada Invasion Late Report.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tom Brokaw, NBC News in New York, and here is the latest situation as we now know it on the island of Grenada, which is a tiny island, as you know, in the southern Caribbean. It has been invaded by a multinational force, as it's being described. The bulk of that force, about 1,800 American troops, that includes Marines and apparently airborne troops as well, and about 300 troops from some islands around Grenada. They were sent there by President Reagan from Barbados early this morning, he says, at the request of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. Those are the island nations around Grenada. Grenada is an island country that is now in the control of a Marxist military council after its Marxist prime minister was executed in a military coup just last week. There are about 1,000 American medical students on the island. The president said he was sending the troops in there to protect those students, but the chancellor of the medical school said that they were all right, and if there is any loss of life, the blame will be President Reagan's. At this time, we don't know if there have been any casualties. There have been reports of casualties, however, both from the Pentagon and from Cuba. Cuba is now saying that its construction workers at a big airport, about 9,000-foot runway at the southern tip of the island, fought, in the words of Cuba, heroically against what were described as Yankee invaders, and apparently several of the Cubans were killed. Chris Wallace is standing by at the White House right now, where President Reagan has been talking about casualties too, but apparently, Chris, he has not assigned any number to that.
No, and he hasn't explicitly said that they are U.S. casualties. Just a few moments ago, Tom, the president was meeting in the Oval Office with a foreign leader. Reporters were ushered in, and one of the reporters asked about casualties, and the president said, and I quote, "I know there are casualties, but I don't have any official report right now." We assume he was talking about U.S. casualties, but he didn't say so, so it's simply an assumption on our part. Earlier today, shortly after 9 Eastern Time, the president came into the briefing room to announce the U.S. action against Grenada.
and he also explained the reasons for it. Let's listen to some of what he had to say.
We have taken this decisive action for 3 reasons. First, and of overriding importance, to protect innocent lives, including up to 1,000 Americans whose personal safety is, of course, my paramount concern. Second, to forestall further chaos. And third, to assist in the restoration of conditions of law and order and of governmental institutions to the island of Grenada, where a brutal group of leftist thugs violently seized power, killing the Prime Minister, 3 cabinet members, 2 labor leaders, and other civilians, including children.
After the president spoke, senior U.S. officials gave us a briefing on just what has been going on in Grenada today, and let's run through that with this U.S. government map. It started about 5 a.m. when apparently 400 to 500 Marines were landed by helicopter at this airport in the northeastern part of the country at Pearls Airport. They secured that airport, according to U.S. officials. We are then told that between 700 and 1,000 Army airborne troops landed or parachuted into the Point Salinas International Airport, and that they have secured that airport and are now trying to protect Americans in the area and filter up here to the main population center in St. George's. We are told that there was initially some anti-aircraft fire that has been suppressed. There is still some small arms fire on the ground, and they are dealing with that. That's the latest here from the White House, Tom.
Thank you very much, Chris Wallace. And we have now at the Pentagon, Jack Reynolds, who has just emerged from a briefing, I believe. Jack, what have you learned?
Tom, that briefing is still going on. The Pentagon has been very scarce with details this morning about exactly what is going on, but the briefing is continuing. It's expected to go on for at least another half hour. Most of the details that became available here through unofficial channels during the course of the morning substantiated what Chris has outlined on the map. The one question that remains unresolved and of great concern here is casualties, and the Pentagon simply refuses to give us any information whatsoever on that. However, there is a U.S. medical facility in the area at Roosevelt Roads in Puerto Rico, and it's expected that whatever casualties there are will be sent in there rather quickly.
Congressional leaders are saying that the president intends to keep the troops there about 5 to 7 days. He wants to get in, accomplish the mission, and get out quickly. Is that what you're hearing at the Pentagon as well, Jack?
Yes, we are, Tom. And one of the things that was said here, one of the questions that I asked here this morning was, won't this stretch the Marines a bit thin? The force in Beirut was due to be replaced, rotated by the force which is now otherwise occupied on Grenada. There are other areas around where U.S. troops are committed. The answer I got was that people here do not expect the Marines to be tied down very long, and if in fact there are other units that could go in to replace them.
All right, thanks very much, Jack Reynolds at the Pentagon. By the way, those troops who are participating in this invasion of Grenada originally were headed for Lebanon, where they were to be replacement troops. And then, of course, we've had the situation in Lebanon on Sunday with the explosion that killed more than 200 American Marines. All of this activity in the Caribbean is being monitored by American journalists on the island of Barbados, and it was from there that the invasion was launched. We have standing by now in Barbados, Dennis Murphy, who has been following all of this very carefully. Dennis?
Tom, I'm at the Barbados airport, where a lot of the air operations have been coordinated out of. There were as many as 10 U.S. large military transport aircraft here of the C-130, C-140 class. About half of those have departed in the last 15 minutes. We don't know where they're headed, though we understand that the Cuban-built 9,000-foot runway on Grenada is open, and that apparently is where these airplanes are headed. We have reports from Caribbean news organizations that that's where the planes are headed. Reports coming in from the island, monitored here on local broadcasts, are that the Cubans put up the heaviest resistance on the island. There are reports coming here, unconfirmed, that 3 Cubans were killed and 21 were captured in the assault. The forces, the multinational, are under the command of the Jamaican Defense Forces, who have the largest standing army of the Caribbean islands here. Fort Rupert, the central fort in Grenada with the garrison, came under mortar fire this morning, we understand from reports. But as Jack Reynolds said, the reports coming in here are sketchy as well, Tom. People are following this with great interest. Here at the airport, there are hundreds of Barbadians standing on the observation deck with radios looking out at the tarmac where the American military aircraft are poised.
Dennis, there's also a naval task force involved in all of this as well, isn't there? It includes the aircraft carrier, the Independence. And what did you say, a British couple that had come off Grenada last night indicated that they saw the lights of that task force just offshore? Dennis Murphy, can you hear me? Well, I gather he cannot, but at any rate, in an earlier report, Dennis Murphy did tell us that a British couple coming off the island of Grenada last night indicated that they did see the lights of a naval task force off the island, and the Grenadians on the island thought that an invasion may be imminent. And according to the British couple, that caused great joy on that island, which has just a population of about 100,000 people. Incidentally, it is a very small place, only about 21 miles by 12 miles altogether. It has been ruled by people very close to Cuba for about 4 years now. And last week, the Marxist Prime Minister of Grenada, Maurice Bishop, a relatively popular figure on the island, was killed in a military coup by Marxist hardliners. And even Fidel Castro of Cuba was moved to express great outrage over the killing of Maurice Bishop. Nonetheless, the Cuban construction workers continued to work on that 9,000-foot runway at the southern tip of the island. That is a runway that President Reagan has pointed out in the past as a potential threat to the United States because, he says, it could be used for Soviet military planes. We have been hearing as well from some American medical students who are on the island of Grenada. There is a medical school there, St. George's, and we have now this report from one of them. His name is Mark Baratella. He's from Ridgefield, New Jersey, and he's been talking on his ham radio. Let's hear what he had to say about the situation.
Report just approximately 2-3 minutes ago. Two Cobra gunships passed over, U.S. Cobra gunships passed over the campus here, heading towards St. George. Over. Roger. Two U.S. Air Force gunships. Are you talking about helicopter gunships? Over. That is correct. Roger. Heading to St. George's. I got it. Over. Could we get an overall stat? Mark, is there any other activity going on in or around the campus? Over. Overall, it's been pretty quiet. Some sporadic sniper fire here and there. Nothing big in the past few minutes to a half hour. Okay, hold on 1 second. Roger. KC2PK standing by. Kindly, everyone, keep the frequency clear till we have the status report completed. Over. Okay, be advised that there, as the gunships passed over, there were quite a bit of ground fire from the immediate area. So be advised that the ground fire came from the immediate area at the gunships as they passed over. Over. Roger. We are relaying that information immediately. Over.
That was Mark Baratella, who's a medical student at the St. George's Medical School, and that is located, by the way, near that 9,000-foot runway where apparently the heaviest fighting did take place. Cuba is now confirming that some of its construction workers, as they're called, did take casualties as they engaged in apparently a heavy fight with some airborne troopers from the United States who landed there today as well. Congress at this time, for the most part, holding fire on President Reagan. Tip O'Neill said it is no time for the press of America or we in public life to criticize our country when our troops are being committed. 5 congressional leaders were briefed in all of this last night before the invasion took place. We'll have further details as they become available. For now, I'm Tom Brokaw, NBC News, New York.
This has been an NBC News Report.
We're at 750 points.
We now join the Go Show, already in progress.
A point for all the correct answers. You're going to set the time the champs have to beat. Kim, look at your monitor. Here's your first answer. Go.
What do you sing?
Song. Go.
What do you mix up to make a cake?
Flour. Wrong. Next word.
What is the famous water spot in Honeymoon, Canada?
Niagara Falls. Go.
What
is
a
red
vegetable?
Beet. Wrong. Next word.
What
Do
the
police
and
people
like pass?
Next word.
Who
is
Bonaparte?
Napoleon. Go.
What are dried grapes?
Raven. Go.
Who played Rockford?
Robert Redford.
Wrong. Next word.
Okay. What makes a door squeak?
Hinges.
Stop the clock. It's not all that bad. It's not all that bad. She's just shaking here at the end, hoping that Audrey will give her something to hang on. We're looking for batter. I wasn't sure if you wanted to go to a baseball game. You obviously wanted to spend some time in the kitchen cooking. We also had a problem with tomato, the red vegetable. You call the police on a hotline, and the star of Rockford was James Garner, not Robert Redford. How about it? 72 seconds. You never know in this game. Jay Johnson, bring the champions down. All right, folks, you started off like gangbusters, fell into a problem called round 2. Here we are in round 3. They gave you a 72-second clock. To get back into the lead, the answers from the top row. Lisa starts this time. Ready? Go.
What
do
you
use
to
steer
and
paddle
a
boat?
Steering wheel.
Wrong. Next word.
What do
you
get
when
you
drink
too
much?
Drunk.
Wrong. Next word.
Where
do
you
find
bread
and
buy
cookies?
Bakery.
Go. Ring that bell.
What
does
a
dog
foot
sound?
word?
Paw.
Go.
What
Do
cars
have
that
starts?
them?
Ignition.
Wrong. Next word.
Who
Is
viewing
older
on
Dallas?
Larry Hagman.
Wrong. Next word.
what
Game
has
a
tall
player
and
a
hoop?
Basketball.
Go. Hurry.
What
do
you
Audrey's team is very much alive. Very much alive. Yeah. We were looking when you moved the